Early on when he came to join us with the North Stars, and he wanted to hang around with a smart, good-looking guy, and so I made myself
available. So I hung around with Louis instead.
Well, just at that time, I stepped out of the penalty box behind the two defensemen from Montreal, and the puck came over to me, and I was just getting ready to shoot when LaPointe came up from behind me, and I went down, and that was the last thing I remembered at that time.
Whenever you make a forward line, you'd like to put the proper ingredients in one. And I guess three things you'd look for is a fellow that can move the puck, get it ahead, and get it to the fellows in the opening.
We had more fun than anything I can ever think of. They never wanted to leave. Wherever you were playing, nobody wanted to be traded. I think it's two things. One, we talk about the camaraderie and the fact that you love the game. You love to see the game and the atmosphere of the game.
We've seen our share of these types of ceremonies over the years, but I don't know why. I'm looking forward to this one, saluting Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yeah, it's a great honor to be a part of this also, to watch him and to get the accomplishments he's had over the years. He's been just a terrific guy to be around for everybody.
And that's the resounding thing. Great player. The numbers speak for themselves. The numbers are gaudy at best. It's ridiculous, those numbers. But he's such a good dude, too. He's such a good person to be around that you can't help but smile when you're in his presence.
He's one of the guys that you just gravitate towards him because he is so good to people. I've never heard a bad word said about him.
When we continue, we'll get you the starting goaltenders. Spoiler alert, the Flower is going for Minnesota.
Tonight's starting lineup for Kirill Kaprizov. Joel Eriksson-Ek.
Hey!
Matt Boldy.
Hey!
And on defense, Jake Middleton.
Hey!
And Brock Faber.
Hey!
And in net, number 29, the best dad ever.
Wild fans, thank you for your attendance tonight as we celebrate the achievements of Marc-Andre Fleury. This season, we've been privileged to be a part of watching Marc-Andre reach 2 historic NHL milestones. Wild fans, we've witnessed NHL history this past 3 seasons thanks to the presence of Marc-Andre Fleury on the Wild roster. Let's show him one more time the great appreciation from the entire state of hockey. Congratulations, Marc-Andre!
Great start to what should be a great evening here in St. Paul. Puck drop next, the Wild and the Penguins. What do you think Fleury's thinking right now?
Stop that first shot.
I would think so as well.
You know, you've got to put everything that's happened behind you right now. You've got to focus on what you're going to do on the ice. How are you going to make a difference in this hockey game? What are you going to do every time you step out there and you get a chance to move that puck? The guys really have to step up and help them. They want to win this hockey game. I'm sure that their minds will be focused on this game, and they'll be focused on winning this hockey game.
Weber picks it up deep in his own zone, puts it on the table. Kaprizov, nice pass for Boldy, darting through the slot. He scores!
Boldy comes to center, 1-on-2. Curls just inside the line, now puts on the accelerator to work past Carlson, a wraparound try, and a save by Nedeljkovic. Malkin fights his way up the wall, centers, and they score, and it's 1-1. Scores! Minnesota's back in front. Carlson a shot, a redirect by Crosby, and he scores.
Motion to drive. Rebound, they score! Kaprizov drills it home. Crowd chanting Fleury here. 7 seconds left. Crosby high slot, waiting, shooting one, deflected wide. 2 seconds to go. Trying to spike it in front. It didn't go. And the Wild hang on. Marc-Andre Fleury picks up the win. As the Wild hang on to beat the Penguins 3-2 the final in an absolute thriller here in St. Paul.
Group around Marc-Andre Fleury right now. Everyone in that, you could throw a wet towel over all of them at the same time here, but how good has this been for Minnesota? A huge win for the Wild and a confidence builder.
A deep sigh of relief from the goaltender and the other 19 players on the ice, plus 19,000 plus here in the stands at XL Energy Center.
On Marc-Andre Fleury night, you can't write a better script than this. What was this like for you?
Oh boy, lots of emotions, you know. I've been very fortunate to do this for a long time, you know, something I love, and it's an honor, you know. I got goosebumps, a little bit of tears maybe, a little bit for the game, but this definitely felt nice. Thank you, guys.
The honor is all ours. Go enjoy it with your teammates and your family. We love you, brother.
Thank you so much. Have a good night, guys. Thanks.
Any team can't survive the kind of injuries that the Wild had this year. And even when they get healthy now, it's so tight. Hopefully they make the playoffs, is one school of thought.
I mean, we've got players that have been out all year long, and you know, I look at Spurgeon, hardly any games this year, but you know, he's a big part of the team. But at the same time, somebody else has to step in. It opens up a door for somebody else to really step in and make something happen in their career.
Something for free early, please, Flower. Something for free early. I feel like a cardboard box today. How come? New gear.
Well, I don't know if anyone thought this was possible. I mean, honestly, 4 torn ACLs, and Mason Shaw is back on the ice with his Wild teammates. He's back in St. Paul against all odds. And look at this. The Alberta native signs a 1-year, 2-way contract. I can't even imagine the jolt of energy that he's going to inject into this lineup. His buddies are going to be very happy to see one Mason Shaw.
What's this one? Is it a nightmare? No, it's a one-on-one? Mine wrong. Did I hear one-on-one? Yeah. Oh no. This is suicide. Is he there? I'm a little too long for you, yeah? He got the pool cue.
So he signed his deal, and now will he be in the lineup against Buffalo?
No, he's not.
Okay.
He's not going to be in the lineup in Buffalo. It's going to take a couple of practices, I think.
Can you imagine you can just insert the Shaman? Little dip. Maybe we stub our toe against Buffalo. It's like, oh, hold on, Vancouver, Shawzy. I mean, that's a great card. I mean, he's a cowboy. That's a great ingredient. That's going to keep the run going.
Yeah. And I think if you look on Instagram, like the photos of him walking into the rink for the first time with his bag too, he might have
the most likes.
But an upper decker in there too. Like he was ready. He had it. Look, he's got one.
Oh
here.
boy.
Let's bring him into the pod.
This is how we bring him in. We got to do it.
Good job. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you. Yep.
Because this guy, talk about working your way back. The Alberta Shaman. This is a guy who made his way up the highway to Minnesota to be with the boys, fresh off his first practice. Welcome back, you stud, you animal, you hero, Mason Shaw. Good job, boy.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. This is the trifecta for me now. So this is a hat trick, and I got to have a good showing here.
I know you've been back with Iowa. You worked your way back from a 4th ACL, which is insane. But now you're in St. Paul with the big club. What was it like?
It felt great to be out there with those guys again, and it was it's great. I mean, I'm not used to seeing fans in the stands in practice, so you got someone heckling you a little bit when it doesn't go your way. But it was really fun to be back there. From day one when this happened, there's obviously a ton of uncertainty. There's the injury, there's the surgery, and then at the end of the day, you got to be able to get back and be able to play at a high level. When I did it right away, someone sent me a text just saying, reward yourself for the battles you've put in before to get through this and give yourself a chance again. And I think that was something that kind of stuck with me is don't sell yourself short by not trying to get back again. And I'm grateful for that. And I think if there was something that maybe stuck out, a phrase or something that stuck with me, it was that. So just reward yourself for the battles you've put in before and get through it again. Here we are. I get to truly be part of the team now. I can't go on my knees.
Let's talk about the new 24 back on that Minnesota Wild blue line, because I think Zach Bogosian, his veteran leadership and his contribution on the back end has been huge. Tampa didn't want him, but man, did he find a home at XL Energy Center.
That's Cade. That's our youngest. We had 2 boys, 2 girls. This is Harper. Harper, can you say hi? She's a little shy sometimes. And then Mila, our oldest, is upstairs getting dressed. Here she comes. Here comes Mila. She's the real queen of the house. You look nice. Get your jersey on, ready to go? No, thank you. Hey, okay, why don't you put Harper's rollerblades on? These things are hilarious. When he puts these on, it's hilarious. If we knew he was gonna like them this much, I probably wouldn't have gotten pink, but these work for now. Okay, away you go. See you later, dude. Bye-bye. Cade, go ahead and skate. Nina, drop it. Poor Nina just gets terrorized all day. Can I have a hug? Can I have a big hug? Bye. Love you. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll see you guys in warm-ups. Thanks, buddy. Can I have a hug, Harper? I'll come to you. You're sitting up there. Love you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Be good, please. I'll see you guys in warm-ups, okay? Kind of moved out here blind 6 years ago now, and ended up buying a place. So we've been coming here ever since in the summer. So it's completely random, but it's worked out great. I had played with JoJo and Moose and Patty in previous teams, over the years. So obviously knowing, having familiar faces in the locker room when you walk in makes the transition a lot smoother and easier. You kind of have a bit of a pulse on the room or on the team of what's going on. Being from afar when I wasn't on the Wild, just being kind of more interested, just knowing some of the guys. So it was a really easy transition, as well as for our families too.
You want to see Nordy? Yeah. I bet you he's here.
Bianca and I grew up the exact same way with, goal in mind, trying to reach the pinnacle of your sport, and both of us have done that. She played college soccer at Wake Forest, got drafted in the NWSL, played the rest of her career in Boston for the Boston Breakers. So injuries and sacrifices and workouts and all the things that you do as an athlete, she's done it, and she understands how that all works. So I'm very, very, very lucky to have her. And that is not a plug for me to get cookie points with her. She knows, how I feel, and she's a special person.
Daddy, yep.
With our schedule, we're away from our families a lot. So whenever they come to Dad's game, it's fun for me. It's fun for them. Just to see the smiles on their faces.
Where is he? What are you scared of? Did you get Dada fun? It's Dada.
Not every day, and every kid gets a chance to go to that many NHL games a year and kind of get the experience that they get. So it's a ton of fun.
Can you catch it? All right.
4:15 to go in sudden death overtime. The game tied at 2. Yoki Harju, the Finnish-born blue liner, dumped to the ice by Boldy, stayed with it and worked it to Alex Tuck. Tuck centers, Yoki Harju scores. And this game is over as the Sabres stun the Wild. Henry Yoki Harju with the overtime winner as the Wild suffer an absolute gut punch here today. They fall 3-2.
I wouldn't say anyone's real happy with where we're at in the standings, but we have to give ourselves the best possible chance to win every single night because we need the points. We need a lot of things working in our favor. There's not one guy in that room that doesn't believe in what we can do, and we'll never give up hope on trying to make that climb. I like where I'm at right now as far as my game and kind of how I'm being used on the team. It's kind of been a breath of fresh air for me because things, when you play as long as I have, and I was, you're in a certain role on different teams, sometimes that gets stale, and some things just don't work out sometimes. And kind of coming here has given me a new lease on my career, and it's been fun.
It's the Vancouver Canucks coming to St. Paul, and you know what? It's a measuring stick game. You want to make a push for the playoffs? You got to find a way to beat teams like this.
Wild have had the better of the possession. They've had the better of the chances. They've had the majority of the shots. And yet they're upside down by 2 on the scoreboard.
You know, there's some restrictions this year, obviously, with the cap hit and so on, but I think for the most part, there's ebbs and flows with this hockey club also. You know, they go for a while, they're doing really well, and then they fall down a little bit, they get back up again. They're extremely adept at being able to overcome the negative part of the game and turn it into something positive.
They have to develop a core of players to win the Stanley Cup. You're not in it to make the playoffs. You're in it to win the cup.
Miller moves to the high slot, a shot, and he scores.
You have to lose before you get good. That's just the fact of sports. And you look at all the guys who won Stanley Cups, they were bad before they're good. And I'm comfortable with that.
Zuccarello centers, and they score!
The Wild start with 48 seconds of a 5-on-3 power play. Their third 5-on-3 of the afternoon. See if Minnesota can somehow rally and salvage at least a point in this game.
Zuccarello centers, Eriksson scores!
Competing the right way, playing the right way. You know, down twice, down 4-1, down 5-2. First time in a long time we're down by that, but I think you guys knew that we were controlling the game, but we weren't in control of the scoreboard. We just kept battling and kept playing. Break was right and some of that. Really good team effort. We're playing some good hockey. We're playing winning hockey, and that starts with our battling for E-level and managing the puck and doing all the small things that it takes to win. So really good job tonight. Way to battle.
You know, when you're winning, you have that energy going into that next game because you know you can do it. And they've played some really good hockey clubs lately, too. And as a result of that, you know, having those victories, I think gives them a lot more confidence in their game. A lot of miles, a lot of bumps and bruises, a long way to get there. But in the end, it's well worth it once you get there.